What do you got me into? What are we doing here?
We're apparently not learning from our mistakes from last year, and we're doing the hot wing challenge again.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 10 different hot sauces in front of us in progressive heat, going from mild to melt your face off. And this is what, Hot Ones? They put out this box of hot wing sauce.
Yeah, it's a based on the internet show where the Sean Evans interviews people, and as they go through the interview, they eat progressively spicier hot wings. And yeah, we went out and bought the box set again, and it is spicy.
You smell that?
Yeah. Well, as I sauce the wings, I was like holding back sneezes. You
know what I smell?
What?
Fear.
Oh yes, no, that is palpable. It's in the air.
So last time we're listening to the audio of the hot wing challenge, and I've got energy. I usually have my leg is going a mile a minute just to burn off some of this energy to keep myself thinking straight. And you hear
where you're going.
You hear this click, 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 and you're like, Travis, what are you doing here? Like, what's this? You can hear your leg underneath. I'm like, this is weird. I've never had that before, and I'm always kind of like going up and down, ADHDing out. But it wasn't me, was it?
I think maybe we don't do a podcast. Yes, it was me. I have TMJ or whatever. I don't know. I have a clicky jaw. So
too much jaw.
Yeah. So for anyone that was listening to the podcast last year, that metronome like clicking throughout the episode, that was my jaw clicking. Yes.
And we ended the podcast last time with a special surprise that I brought in.
Yes, it was very special.
Yeah. I figured a little bear spray at the very end.
Yeah, of course.
Seeing where it was at. So I let the bear spray off in a bag inside this room here, which, by the way, doing podcasts afterwards, touching the microphone and touching my eyes, like there was residual bear spray inside the room here. But we did that for a very specific reason, because a lot of people probably don't know that we filmed that episode twice.
Yep.
And we came up with a saying after that we apply to our life, which was no half measures.
Yep.
Because you sauced everything in a way that you figured would be fine in our first episode. And we went through, and by the time we got to the end, we're like, it just doesn't feel that hot. Because, of course, they're sitting here in front of us, and they're cold, and it's not like it just come piping out of the oven. So the second time through, you basically doused each one with half a bottle.
Yeah.
Did you go half measures this time?
I did not. No, I did not go half measures. It was like my fingers are burning from plating these up, and yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good life lesson. Hot wing challenge, wash your hands before going to the washroom.
Yes, and after.
Of course.
Yes.
But, you only got to make that mistake once.
Yeah.
So the purpose behind this episode, aside from the fact that we haven't learned from our past mistakes.
We never do.
Is that you have a brand new podcast. And I figured this would be a fun way for you and I to sit down, and we got some questions we can ask each other, or maybe we'll just throw them completely out and just make it up as we go. But it'll be a good chance for the Silvercore podcast audience to learn about The Wild Kitchen, your new podcast.
Yeah, it's probably a while in the making. Definitely came to fruition thanks to you. I've definitely benefited from your 5 years of expertise of putting on a podcast. But I'm super excited to sit down and eat some wings and chat about why we've created a new podcast and why we're doing it.
Hold on. Let's eat a wing first.
Okay.
We'll have a wing, and let's start getting into this one. Okay, what's our first wing here? Can you read off the...
Yeah. First one is, okay, you're going to have to forgive my horrific Spanish. Señor Lechuga hot sauce. I think that means Mr. Vegetable or Mr. Lettuce. My Spanish is really horrible, but it's lemon, garlic, and habanero. It smelled really good.
You forgot your candle.
My candle.
Yeah, when we get to the end here, you got to have a candle to drink, right?
Oh, yes, like the bear spray. It was like drinking a hot candle.
Or like Homer Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? The merciless peppers of Quetzal Zacatenango, grown in the deep forests of primeval by Guatemalan insane asylum Yeah, inmates.
Yep.
Is that what we're having right now?
No,
Okay.
no. I think it's probably gonna taste good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but we'll see. I'm gonna move the mic a little bit away from my mouth so people don't have to listen to the clicking again.
And thanks for the flats, by the way. The flats are nice. When you got a beard, mustache, it's easier to eat. Mm. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Mm. A little bit of spice, not too bad.
I'm noticing something, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's got more spice at stage 1 than we had last time. I'm also noticing, wasn't the last one we had like called Da Bomb, and now that's like number 8 on the list here?
I think the bomb's always in number 8.
Mm. I just remember Da Bomb was pretty spicy.
It was the worst by far.
Okay, you done eating?
No,
Okay.
you ate yours faster than me.
Yeah, I got the flats down.
Uh-huh. Do you want to ask a question or?
Yeah, why'd you start the Wild Kitchen podcast? I can hear that clicking.
I know, I can too.
Now, the entire rest of this episode, the audience is going to hear this clicking, unless I can figure a way to edit this out. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, I have to go to the physio a little bit more. Why did I start it? A number of reasons. I think there's people that I wanted to talk to, and podcast gives me an opportunity to talk to these people and ask them questions. And I think some of the stuff that I'm interested in, I had people tell me that they're interested in as well. So it allows me to share what I love, share what I'm interested in, and share the things that I'm learning with other people. And so far, it's been amazing. I've recorded 8 episodes now, and talked to some really cool people. And I'm super excited to have other people hear the conversations we had and learn some of the cool stuff I learned and let me know what they think.
Cool. So, Wild Kitchen Podcast. We'll put links to that into the description here. You've had some cool people on already.
Mm-hmm.
You've recorded, what, nine episodes so far?
Including the intro, 9, yeah, but 8 where I sat down with people and talked.
Yeah, and that was the original goal. Is always, if you
Mhm.
can make it to 8 episodes, you've got a podcast. Because apparently, statistically, most podcasts will die before the 8th episode. And if you can make it to 8 and past that, then you got a good kicking chance at having something. So you've got that already pre-recorded. You're going to be releasing them once a week, which is a heavy release cycle, but it's good for the people listening to it.
Yeah, and I pre-recorded all of the episodes as well so that I could it was planned out a number of months in advance. There was a set group of people that I really wanted to talk to. It was very planned out. It was very intentional. A chance to create the season that I really wanted to create and put out for people to listen to. So I'm so far been super, super happy with it.
You want to try the next wing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what is it?
The next one is Karma Sauce Liftoff Green Tie Vibes. I mean, I don't know.
Green
that-
pie. All right. So
Yeah.
what's the heat rating on that one? Does it tell you?
Oh, the
Scoville units?
Yeah. 8,000.
Okay. Well,
So from 0 to regret, it's 8,000. So I don't really understand how that measurement scale, but
so we've got Pepto-Bismol out here.
Yeah.
You've got a mystery container of what? What's it? Eggnog?
no.
What did you bring? Blue cheese dressing that we can
Oh,
drink?
damn it. I forgot the blue cheese dressing. It's chocolate milk.
The hot wings are already getting to you. All right, let's see the next one.
Yep.
So for these flats, for anyone who's watching it, there is a trick to eating them. If you can press down and not drop it, if you can press down on one side, or if you can kind of hold it out, you can just eat the whole thing just like this. Anyone watching? And you're done.
Yeah, I can't do that. This one tastes pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'm not getting the heat on that one.
Mm-mm.
I felt the heat on the last one. I
Mhm.
can see you've used just the same amount. Like you use a good amount of sauce on these. Here's what we're going to do moving forward.
Mhm.
Each one.
God damn it.
So I've seen the actual challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I call the one the last dab, or because you put a little bit extra on right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that for each and every one.
I mean, my next one has a dab on top, but sure, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I don't have plans for tomorrow.
So here's the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to dab our own or pour it on for the other person?
I think the table's a little too big to pour it on for each other.
Okay, we're going to use a table. Gotcha. So you separated your podcast into seasons. Oh, I feel it now. It takes a second. It's like on Dumb and Dumber. It's like, oh, it doesn't really, it's not hot. It just kind of tickles.
Yeah, it definitely, the first one is a little bit more heat forward for sure.
Okay. So you separated yourself into seasons.
Mm-hmm.
What's the idea behind that?
Numerous reasons. The main one is there's a lot of people I want to talk to. There's a lot of subjects that interest me, and having a season allowed me to put bookends on it. It allowed me to keep my focus as to who I wanted to talk to, and I think I was hoping for the audience as well to have just a bit of a, I don't know, theme to it.
Okay.
I thought it'd be more fun.
So if I'm, yeah, I don't think you told me what your theme is, but it looks like authors who've inspired you as your first season theme.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes get a little bit of heat over it, but I read books. I do read books, but most of the books I do read are cookbooks.
Nerd.
I know, I'm such a loser. Most of the books I do read are cookbooks, and I mean, being a chef, it's something obviously that like interests me. I read them though, like at bedtime when I'm trying to fall asleep, I'll like read through a cookbook, and so not all of them, but most of the people in the first season were chefs or people that wrote books that really influenced me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we should get a spoon that we can fill up with hot sauce.
I think we've only eaten 2, and maybe we just pace ourselves a little bit. I swear, I remember the last one. After the third one, it starts getting hotter.
You might have to pause this. I think you got something in your eye. It's fear. It is fear. I see fear in your eye.
I don't have fear in my eye. I agreed to do more dabbing. But I'm gonna. Sorry, kids. But yeah, I want, if it's still really, really not super spicy after the third one, then we're good.
What's the third one?
Okay, the third one is pickled garlic sriracha hot sauce.
Okay, and what do we add on the Scovilles?
It says mild, medium, 3 out of 10. Trying to see Scovilles.
Did you shake them before?
I did, yeah.
Okay. You want to dab some on yours? And then it looks like I may have separated a little bit. Let's give it a good shake and then...
Sure.
Okay. This is number 3 on the list. So while you're doing that...
There you go. There you go. I'm going to move.
So you've been a chef for a long time.
Yes.
And you're a Red Seal chef. You apprenticed and staged at a few places. Worked in a bakery. I'll put this back. You're at Hotel Vancouver. I remember back in the day we had, who's it? Rob Feeney and David Hawksworth. And depending on what magazine you read, one's going to be like top tier and a different magazine would have the other one at top tier. But you worked under Hawksworth for some time and like kind of the whole gamut of different places. You've had some amazing meals, I'm sure. We've shared some amazing meals. In our travels, we had some great meals. If you were to look back and maybe pick out some of the more memorable, and maybe even if it's just one that really stands out, what would that meal be and why?
Meal that someone's cooked for me, or a meal that I've cooked for someone, or...
I didn't stipulate, so maybe we do both then.
It tastes good. It's not that hot. And I put a lot on. I saw you put a lot on too. Most memorable meal. You know, one of the things that I get a lot and drives me crazy is when we go to someone's house and they get all weird about cooking for me and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so stressed." Like, I'm not going to say who it is, but we went.
There's a number of people who've done that. They said, I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm cooking for a chef and I'm stressed.
Hmm.
And I can remember one recently, and he was an amazing chef.
It was like better than most restaurants in Vancouver, like that
Hmm.
we'll like regularly eat out in Vancouver, like high end restaurants. And this is just a guy cooking in his home. Like he's obviously a massive foodie, very talented. Like
Oh, it's so good.
it was unbelievably good, and he was putting his heart into it. But there was so much like insecurity about cooking for a chef. And one of the things that I love so much, I mean, so much to me, is when people cook for me because I feel like I'm often doing the cooking. So just to have someone else cook for me is such a treat.
Mm.
Um, I mean, even that meal that we had with a friend that cooked, and it was unbelievably good. Like it was great
Yeah, he made a
conversation.
5-course meal.
He like went out to his backyard and picked apples and baked them in the oven. Like it was there was so much heart and love into the food. And for me, I don't like typically high-end, especially like French restaurants where, there's like 50 people in the restaurant all touching your food a zillion times. You can
Mm.
have like super like precious food. I like getting my hands dirty eating tacos or street meat in Mexico and
Mm.
like I like food where there's real heart and soul in it. So real memorable meals is like one when we would take the boat over to Galliano and pick oysters off the beach and like eat raw oysters with the kids. Like
Mm.
that that will stay with me. Like digging clams with my grandpa in Nova Scotia and coming home and having fresh clams with my grandparents and marsh greens that my uncle picked. Those meals will always be so much more memorable than eating in a fancy restaurant.
Isn't it funny that you can eat in super fine dining and you can have maybe the same or similar food in a different situation and it totally changes the context? Like,
100%.
I remember eating week-old cheesies, Hawkins cheesies, that were portioned out into little Ziploc bags that we were carrying in our backpack, and I could only have so many cheesies a day if I wanted to make sure over the next week and a bit. Out that was in Spatsizi, a
Yep.
fly-in hunt, and we were on a caribou hunt. And man, after hiking for miles and miles with a heavy pack, and when you can sit down and have some water, have some sausage, cheesy, something to get the electrolytes going, some salts, like that just sticks in your mind.
Mhm.
I can think of some terrible meals too. And it's funny how the situation around those meals can dictate how your body responds to it in the
Yeah.
future. Case in point, porridge. I don't know. I want to like porridge so much because it's easy, it's cheap, it's filling, and it would be a great backcountry food to like. And I just have a hard time choking that down. And I think it's a
Yeah.
texture thing.
And trauma.
And trauma, texture and trauma. Yeah, I remember it was, maybe I should leave names out, but it was being served to me at a young age by a person who was caregiving for other children. And this one child would throw up, apparently on demand. And at one point, she threw up in her porridge in the morning. And given the fact that she had a history of throwing up, the caregiver said, you still have to eat it. And everyone at the table had to eat, and we watched her eat her vomit and porridge. And I can recall growing up in the household, porridge was a common thing for us, and we'd have it for breakfast every day of the week. And if you didn't eat it for breakfast, it's your lunch. You don't have it for lunch, it's for dinner. And a week would go by without eating anything other than hopefully maybe reheated. And it wasn't microwave reheated, it's on the stove. So it comes out like it's pretty solid by the time you get to day 5. That sticks in your head from a young age. And
I think you should talk to professionals and just really like crack this nut so we could get to the bottom of why you don't like porridge. Like it just doesn't make sense.
I don't
to
get
me.
it. I don't know.
It's
But
something really deep seated.
in the same breath,
Mhm.
Thanksgiving dinner was
Mhm.
never my favorite. And I remember one time I came back from a long day at work, You came back from a long day at work. You were working in the kitchen and you're like, I'm making you a Thanksgiving meal. And I'm like, oh, great. Like, I don't like Thanksgiving meals. I mean, turkey that's dry and overcooked
Yeah.
vegetables and all the rest that goes with it. But I'm going to have to pretend. I'm going to have to pretend like I like this.
Mhm.
And my mind was absolutely blown. I went a complete 180 degrees from something that I did not look forward to, that I was like trying to work myself up to wanting to actually eat this thing,
Mm.
to just being blown away. You're like, well, of course your turkey was dry. You don't put the whole turkey in the oven. You're supposed to cook. You take it apart and you cook the
Mm.
legs separate from the breast, and they're ready at different times and different temperatures. And your stuffing should have sausage in it and nuts, and it shouldn't just be bread that's been sitting inside a turkey's raw belly for a while. And when you pick up your vegetables, it shouldn't fall through the tine of your fork.
Yeah, not so much.
So yeah, memorable meals. Definitely. The experience surrounding the meal for me really makes
Yeah.
something memorable.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some like you talked about some of the worst ones
Mm.
where the expectation was so high and you go into the restaurant and because everything wasn't absolutely perfect, the
Mm.
music was too loud, the broccoli rabe was really tough, and when they ask you how your meal was and you say something about it, they throw it back in your face and act like you're gonna steal the steak knives because
I know
told them
exactly what restaurant.
you told them you like them. Yeah, Mario
Didn't
Batali's
yeah, didn't that guy
restaurant.
get himself in trouble for
Yes. This was
being
before.
a perv or something?
Yeah, there I think there's probably bad aura around his place, and we went in and it was like that was the most disappointing meal I've had in a kitchen, like,
Hmm.
paid for a meal, but everything about it was just bad vibes.
Well, should we try the next wing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, what's the next one we have on the
Next
list?
one. Oh, you got it?
I think so. Let's see. Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you should read it.
Okay, it's,
Elotes.
yeah, I don't know how to say it. It's like when you get the corn with, like, the cheese and the spices and stuff on it, elotes loco, plant-based, no refined sugar, and gluten-free, so
So the
that's good.
top of it has got these red oil layer.
Yeah, I shook it up because it was like, "Oh god, I don't wanna just pour oil on the chicken wings," but I shook it really well before putting it on.
Let's dab it up.
Oh, yeah, we gotta dab it. Um, do we wanna see yeah, it doesn't
I
have
can
s
read it while you're eating.
oh, okay.
Gives you a chance to get some food in your mouth. So we
Oh,
have,
sure, sure, sure.
that's a good amount.
Yeah.
I noticed that half of it was poured on your plate.
Well, yeah, but I'll fix it, don't worry.
All right. This is where the flats really have the double-edged sword because they can hold a lot.
Mhm.
Elotes Loco, Fire Edition. Plant-based, no refined sugar, gluten-free. That's good to know. It's an
It's definitely hotter.
artisanal hot sauce. Oh, this is fun. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, no,
It's
it's
way hotter.
so heat level, it goes from meh to just silly, and it's apparently in the just silly category. Okay, let's pour some on here.
For
Ooh, yeah.
for, like, a second, you're like, "Wow, that tastes really good," and then it's like, it's just hot.
All right. So, death row meal, Tiff. What are we looking at?
Mm.
Mm.
Did you bring a garbage can?
Nope.
Okay,
Throw it on the ground.
oh,
There you go.
okay, cool. Death row meal. Multiple course?
Your meal.
Okay, has to have oysters. Fresh oysters. I've come to realize, I'm sorry, West Coasters, but East Coast oysters are better.
Mm.
I love East Coast oysters so much more than West Coast.
Remember the oysters we had East Coast?
Yeah, with the
Trevor,
ATI guys.
Yeah, Armament Technology.
Oh,
Holy crow!
they're so good.
They were so damn good.
So, first of all, I'm going to start with a gin martini with blue cheese stuffed olives, some fresh oysters, and then I'm going to roll into what else am I going to have? There's going to be a steak in there, just grilled steak, has to be broccoli, Maybe some nice charred broccoli on the side.
You're having a hard time with this heat, aren't you?
I don't know why this one's so hot. Uh,
It's only number 4.
I know. This is gonna be a rough one for me. There has to be some sort of potato dish for sure. Probably like roasted in duck fat. A
Yeah,
little bit
you
of
introduced me to
rosemary.
that. That's good.
Duck fat roast potatoes are just like you don't have to get super fancy. Just good potatoes,
Mm,
Weston Island potatoes.
gotcha.
Roast in duck fat. Nice medium rare steak. Broccoli, because broccoli's the best vegetable ever. Um, and then like panna cotta for dessert.
Hmm, okay. See, I never even took into mind dessert on a death row meal, but of course, why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I don't typically eat too much dessert, and if I am gonna have dessert, it's cheese or something like that. But yeah, I think panna cotta.
I think this extra dabbing is a brilliant idea.
I think it's gonna like mess us up.
Oh, I do too. And the water that we have in front of us,
I'm not gonna touch it.
I mean, I'm feeling tempted right now to have some,
Yeah,
even though the trick always is you don't have any. You just sit there and you raw dog it.
yeah. I don't like that term.
No, no, I think the kids nowadays use it a little different, but
Yep.
you take beer, you take water, and it just spreads the heat everywhere. And it
Mhm.
feels good for a second and then it's gone.
Yep. It's like the opposite of that last wing.
And when I say gone, I mean the relief it provides is
Yeah.
gone. And you also got some Pepto-Bismol too, eh?
I do. Yeah, that actually does help.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
So death row meal for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like hot dogs.
You do like hot dogs.
I could, if someone, it all depends, because remember how we talked about situations. So, death row meal, what kind of a facility am I in? What's it like? What's the ambience of the, I'm guessing I'm in a prison cell if it's a death row
Well,
meal.
I feel like hot dogs are one of those things that like you could eat anywhere and it probably doesn't matter as much. It's not like you're cracking a lobster tail.
Well, there's a difference between a hot dog and a good hot dog.
Yep.
Or a burger and a good burger. Like,
Yeah.
man, I love a good burger.
Mhm.
You make an amazing burger.
Yeah, because it's all about the meat. And I was actually talking, not to hijack your death row meal.
Hijack away.
Okay. Talking to Hank Shaw the other day about hamburgers and
Mm.
how in his perspective, hamburgers should be like this big, like 3 inches max. And it's just a few bites and you have it. And I'm like, I totally agree. The second you start layering it with crap that takes away or takes the attention away from the meat.
Sorry, 3 layers of,
No, 3 inches.
or 3 bites of hot dog?
Hamburger.
Oh, hamburger.
Mhm.
Okay. 3
Yeah,
bites.
no, hot dog should be like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah.
but hamburgers, yeah, just like it should be. And you have a few of them.
Yeah, and you can't have too much. Yeah, you can't have too much bread on a
Mhm.
hamburger.
It'll
Yes.
just be squidgy bread, all about the meat.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe like some caramelized onions or a piece of good cheddar or something, but like not too much.
And I guess for a dessert, like a poor man's pudding, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it's. I remember we're in like growing up, I'd make poor
Yeah.
man's pudding all the time, and that was as a kid. As a kid, we'd have dessert with every meal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Not me.
sometimes even with breakfast, right? But every dinner had dessert.
Yeah.
My mom would make cookies or cinnamon buns or pies like every single day. And part of me kind of wonders if maybe my early ADHD diagnosis may have been sugar related.
Of course not. It could never be. I'm actually surprised that you didn't say sitting around a fire grilling chicken as part of your death row meal.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that same vein, because I don't know if they'd let you cook around the fire. Like that's the environment. But what was that movie where the buddy gets a T-bone steak? He was in, I think he did the voiceover for Nick Bichenick's Shadow Company.
Mm.
Scottish guy. Anyways, he gets a T-bone steak and he uses it as a push knife. Like, if you're thinking like that and having a fire and utensils and I'm
I think
preparing
you're
myself.
deviating away from the spirit of the question.
I don't know. That was a good movie. It ended poorly, but something I did
Gerard
realize.
Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. There you go. Yeah, I guess I think he went to school or he somehow Nick and him cross paths and he was able to do the VO for his show there.
Hmm.
Good show, by the way, Shadow Company. That's going back a little bit. I think you can watch it on YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So
So hot dog, that's your death row meal, hot dog and poor man's pudding?
I don't
I've been
know.
working way too damn hard cooking for you all these years if that's your death row meal.
You know, well, past Putin-esque. That's
Ah.
Putin-esque. That was one thing that you'd make, like when we
Yep.
teenagers and we're dating, and I'd come
Mhm.
over to your place there and pasta Putin-esque.
Oh
Uh, yeah, just I think it's because it brings you back to a time or makes you
Mm.
think of something. Like the other day, you're like, "Oh, look at we got some." We're down at Olympia Provisions
Yep.
in Portland, Oregon. He's been on your podcast, Elias
Mhm.
Cairo. Hell of a cool guy.
Yep.
He's got some restaurants. He's got this amazing US FDA,
USDA.
USDA um, facility where he's processing provisions for like high-end chains.
He makes the best sausages in America.
He is a
Like bar none.
sausage king of Oregon.
He wouldn't. I don't think he. I don't know. He's a very humble, down to earth guy. But dear God, like his stuff is so good, so good. Like it rivals anything you're gonna have in Europe. And he would never say it, but it does.
But
I'm gonna say it.
to put one of his sausages into a hot dog
Mhm.
would be, I don't know, there's something about the gritty Costco hot dog,
Yeah.
right? Like a Nathan's hot dog, a Costco hot dog, and with the right accoutrement, and you get the bun and toast it up and all the rest. And
Yeah.
yeah, that and a beer, done. Maybe poor man's pudding for dessert. Maybe.
Okay.
I think maybe. But
Yeah.
it'll change, right? I mean,
Yeah.
because right now it's based on the environment and where your head's thinking and what
You got sausages on the brain.
apparently. Apparently.
Okay.
Do we want to try the next wing?
Yes, I think so. Let me see here. What do we got? We didn't do this one yet. 5.
My
Okay.
nose is running.
Yeah, I know.
I got Kleenex here.
Oh, thank you. Hot Ones Rojo Los Calientes hot sauce, heat level 5 out of 10, which is convenient because it's 5 out of the 10 sauces.
Gotcha.
Um,
It sounds like their scale is based on their own hot sauce.
yeah, they say
Production.
it's medium. There's no, I can't see a Scoville, but
Okay, give it a shake.
uh,
Give her a...
right. I feel like mine's super caked already, but whatever.
I tell you,
You only live once. YOLO, right, Trav?
no half measures. Who says YOLO?
I just did.
I think no half measures. That's a good way to live a life
Mm-hmm.
because we finished that episode, we got through it, and we're like, it wasn't that hot because we didn't have enough sauce caked on it.
Mhm.
And so we had, what does that mean? Then we have to do it again, cook up some more hot wings,
Yep.
re-record the episode. We lost a lot of the gold that was in there, but, I think the best thing we took out of that is this life lesson. And whenever we get into something, it's like, no half measures. You don't half-ass it. Full ass all the way.
Full bare ass all the way. This
Okay.
one is not as hot as the one before.
Really?
It's sweet.
Los Calientes Rojo. Good old Rojo. Okay, so it's my turn to eat one, but maybe I should ask you a question. So, as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
what'd you want to do? Did you always know you're going to be a chef? I kind of know the answer to this, but I'm curious about the progression and path and what got you in here. Because it'll lead up to another question, which will be highly inflammatory. But I think I have
Amazing.
a idea of who you are and how you would take it. So go ahead.
Looking forward to it. Okay, growing up as a kid, what did I want to do?
It's good.
Yeah, I know that was good.
It's sweet.
Yeah. I think like most kids, I want to be a scientist. I envision myself in the future in a lab coat, mixing things up. Was I good at science? No. Was I good at chemistry? No, I wasn't. And I liked animals, so I wanted to be a vet. But again, the reality of it, when I got to the point where I would start making decisions to go that path, I realized it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Mm.
And then I spent like the next, I don't know how many years not knowing what I wanted to do.
Mm.
I liked playing soccer. I liked hanging out with my friends. And yeah, I didn't realize what I wanted to do for a really long time. And so I went to school. And near the end of it, I guess there was a moment of clarity when I got closer and closer to the path completing.
Well, I'm going to interject
Yep.
because knowing a little bit about you,
Yep.
I can butt over
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
and hear about it after.
Yep.
Um, so your father had raised you in such a way
Mhm.
that university education was really important.
Yep.
He was vice president of Ferric Force Engineering Research Industries of Canada
Institute, but yeah, close enough.
Institute.
No one knows what it is anyways. It really doesn't matter.
But had a lot of people working under
Mhm.
him, and he was responsible for a lot of different things. And one of the things I remember he would say is, "You don't need to learn to type because that's why you get a receptionist, right?"
Yeah, secretary.
Sorry,
Yeah.
secretary.
Yes. He said it quite a bit.
Yes, so you don't have to learn how to type. So that was sort of the mindset
Yep.
that you're going to be an intellectual, you're going to be in charge of people, you
Mhm.
get yourself a high-paying job in a prestigious area. So
Mhm.
I should imagine growing up through life, that was always probably an expectation.
Yep.
And I also remember you always seemed to have well-paying, decent jobs, even if for a while there was that ferric, right?
Well, 100%. Yeah. No, like, I don't believe I pulled myself up by my own bootstraps and provided all my own opportunities. Like, I was a very lucky. I mean, as a teenager, I remember my older sister worked for Potters or Gilby's or
Mm.
Mark Anthony Group. Like,
And
I
you worked for Mark Anthony Group, and you
mhm.
were in marketing,
Yep.
and so she kinda helped pave the
Yeah.
way. She was making good money there. You're working in a marketing position, which you were probably wholly unqualified for.
I mean, yes and no. I don't think it's something that really.
Easy now.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I just was, like, muddling my way through.
And you started thinking that maybe this wasn't the direction you wanted to go.
Yep.
And your family and your friends were all saying, like, give your head a shake. I
Yep.
mean, you're making good money at a young age.
Mhm.
You're on a trajectory. Okay, take it away.
Yeah, so, okay, at that point, everything was sort of lining up to go down a certain path, and the realization of where that would lead me 10 years later down the road was like, "Oh, shit, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna I can see where this is going. I don't want that."
Mm.
And I knew I love food. Um, I know for a lot of people, like, guys like Jamie Oliver are not super cool, but at the time, I thought he was awesome. I thought it was, like, a totally different side of what chefs were and what I thought chefs were,
He
and
was really cool.
he was, and I still think he is, and
I think he
I'm
is. I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, people give him a hard time, and I don't people.
He's made more changes in the cooking world, like over
Mhm.
in the UK there, where he brought in real food into the
Yep.
school system, and he's influenced so many people to get their hands dirty and have
Mhm.
a garden. He had that cool trailer. What was it? The cock and cider? The tongue in cheek. He
Yeah.
had a rooster and a cider beverage, but uh,
People like to pull down people after they have success. It makes them feel better about themselves. I think that's where Jamie Oliver gets it.
suffered.
Yeah, I do.
If he suffers at all. I mean, it
Yeah.
depends if you want to look around. I,
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's just looking forward and moving.
Yeah. But um
He
he
was an
made
influence on you.
100%.
Yeah.
He made being a chef look cool and fun. And the food he was making was like very different from what I was used to. And it really got me into food. And I just was like, "Hey, maybe I want to be a chef." And so I remember like being maybe a week or 2 away from graduating from university and thinking, "Oh my god, okay, I got to finish this." I didn't want to. Told me to shake my head and just get it done.
Mm.
So I did.
Yeah, the
Um,
guy who barely did university. I'm like, "You're so close to the finish line, and
yeah.
I can't pay attention for 2 seconds to
Yeah.
get through here. Like, just do it."
Yeah, so I finished it. And then I started working in restaurants.
Mm.
Um, and kind of didn't haven't looked back. I mean, there's been some changes and left turns and right turns and all the rest, but
Yeah, but how does it make you feel, though?
like being involved with food.
Yeah, and taking that direction as opposed to working in an office and
Yeah, I mean, I've realized something about myself is that if I am not pushing myself, if I'm not doing what fuels my heart and makes me feel good, doing something that, regardless of what it is, it has to be of value. Um, I just like, ugh, I can't handle it. I need to I don't care about money. I don't care about making money. I don't care about success from other people or recognition. I need to do something that makes me feel good
Mm.
and contribute. And for me, cooking was like is my passion. That's what I've loved it forever.
And you still get to kind of wear a lab coat. You wear an apron. You get to mix stuff together.
Yeah.
So you're creating things just like a scientist. You know, I wanted to be a scientist, and
Well, you
I
kind of are.
there you go.
Yeah.
I really so growing up, what did I want to be? I wanted to be a magician.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wanted to be a police officer,
Mm-hmm.
and wanted to be a scientist.
Yep.
And some people are all three of those, right? They work in the crime lab and they make things disappear. Um, some people.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would borrow from the crime lab a lab coat, and my science projects, I had access to them. So when everyone else is making their crystal gardens, I was able to actually use proper chemicals to make it's not sugar crystals that are growing.
Yeah.
We're using liquid glass, and
Cool.
yeah, in the chemistry for me, let's blow things up. Like I thought, like that's fantastic because you made something and it did something, right? Most of the chemical things that you do, if it doesn't have some sort of a reaction, disappearing ink. I made it, I write it, and it disappears. Phenolphthalein solution, and like that was awesome to me.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think a lot of kids want to do that. I guess in some way I'm doing a few of the things that I wanted to do there. I ended up applying with the police and then calling them one of the clients for the company that we have here for Silvercore for a number of different police agencies, and got to put my chemistry to use and for the court system and doing some forensic stuff. That was kind of neat.
Yeah. I think you and I both probably did things that people naturally want to do when they get older,
Mm.
right? Like there's so many jobs now that are so against natural human desire and fulfillment that like, like who grows up and thinks, oh, I can't wait to work in middle management or I can't wait to work in HR. Like I I don't know. Maybe it fuels some people, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's our next hot sauce?
Yeah, next hot sauce. We are on 6. So let's see here. I'm going to slide these back a little bit.
Oh, I can get 6.
Okay.
Probably closer to me. Micro Saucery, pico peppers, hot sauce, volcanoes, spelled with a K, roasted habanero. So it's number 6 here. Nutritional, it's got 0 calories, so that's good. We can load it on.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Heat level. They don't keep a consistent heat level.
They don't.
This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 5 flames.
Oh, okay.
That's right. So it's
5 vomiting volcanoes.
Give it a good shake. Give it a good shake. Here we go.
Yeah, speaking of volcanoes, is the one on the Big Island still going off?
I think it is. I'd love to go over there and check that out.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we were over at so the Breda Group invited us over to their kickoff of their 500-year anniversary, which is pretty cool. So the Breda Group, they own a ton of different companies. They own Socotica, they own Norma Ammunition, of course, Breda and Benelli and Franke, and a whole bunch of different companies. And they rented a range one day prior to the kickoff of the media range day at SHOT Show in Vegas, a shooting, hunting, outdoor trade show. So it was pretty cool. They're feeding us lobster lobster rolls, right? That was pretty neat, right? They had all the different brands that they carry out on the range, and all you can eat, all you can shoot. Check out the different things. Anyways, one of their pro shooters was from the Big Island.
Mm-hmm.
And she was showing us pictures of this volcano going off, and her brother's been tracking the whole thing. And yeah, so I think that got a fire in us. I'd love to go over there to the Big Island and take Griff up on his offer, which is one of the neat things with the podcast is you meet some really cool people. And the guy who owns Combat Flip Flops is a guy by the name of Griff, and he's like, you got to come over. My buddy's got his brand new guiding company that he's taken up. And maybe do a podcast, do some hunting, and check out the island. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we should look at putting all that together.
Yeah.
How did that taste?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it's now building.
Oh, this is, okay, I put a lot on.
I did too.
I know this is going to creep up.
Yeah. It has a cat vomiting fire. I don't know if you could like put it in It's clear. It
I
looks,
don't think people will see that.
yeah, it looks like a Waldo.
Mm. The
Uh,
cat that you found in your couch after like a week? What's
yeah,
this lump in my couch?
climbed inside our coach. We had to cut it out.
And as you're cutting it out,
It
you just
escaped.
left.
Oh my God, my mom was so mad. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mom. Oh
Okay,
man.
so
Okay.
here's my inflammatory
Okay, let's hear it.
cat vomiting fire question for you.
Yep.
Actually, it's more of a statement.
Mhm.
A woman's place is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Take it
So
away.
you want to know? Proceed. A woman's place is in the kitchen. Um. oh, so for me,
Hmm.
my place is in the kitchen, and for me, um, it took me a while to like be okay with saying that and being proud to say that, and um, when we discussed my family and how I was brought up, and you go to school, and why would you go to school for almost 8 years for undergrad? Don't get too excited. um,
You're a doctor?
yeah, no, a bachelor's in sociology, everyone.
Excellent.
But why'd you go to school just to like work in a kitchen? Or heaven forbid, like, why would you put your career on hold to be a stay-at-home mom
Mm.
and really like be in the kitchen? But I knew deep in my heart that that was where I wanted to be. It wasn't that there was no Travis telling me this is our relationship and this is where you have to be because I do these things. But
Mm.
like,
Yeah, quite the contrary.
yeah, well, yeah, I mean, if anyone knows us, like, we don't boss each other around, but
Mm.
um, the fulfillment, like people asking me, oh, don't you miss a restaurant? Yes, I do miss cooking in a restaurant. I miss uh, that rush of working the line. Uh, I miss having someone washing the dishes at the end of the day. So that I don't have.
This is why we had kids.
Yes, this is
Come
why
on.
you have kids. But like, I do miss working in kitchens.
Mm.
But with that, having my family eat my food and tell me they love it means no customer has ever said that, and it meant more than when you guys say it.
Mm.
And I've gotten to the point now where like I don't know why it bothered me so much or why I was so scared to make that change. Why it felt initially like I was giving up, and then I had to kind of come to grips with it and be okay with enjoying it, being okay with spending time with my kids, being okay cooking at home and being in that place.
You know what I like? So we look around the office here or in the studio, and we got a couple of beautiful murals that have been painted by Casey Brom.
Mhm.
Casey's been on the podcast. We had a great hunt with him last year, went out bear hunting.
Yep.
He's a heck of a character, and he's an artist, and that's what he does for a living. And people will say, hold on, you're an artist for a living? And he says, well, am I making a living or am I making a life? Like, what am I doing? Because I do the art because I enjoy the art. The art brings money, but I also garden. And that brings food in for the family. I also hunt. That brings food in for the family. I create and I make my own structures, and I'm building my own studio, and I built my own greenhouse in the back. I mean, there's things that money can't buy.
Mm.
It's a different approach from people saying, well, you get a university education, you make a lot of money, and you get other people, you pay them, and they make it. And his approach, the way, and you might be able to articulate it better, but maybe it's not so much looking at it like, what am I going to do to make money? What am I going to do to make my life?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, once we had our daughter, I knew immediately, like from the most, like down to each and every cell in my body, that I didn't have this child so that I could go back and work in a kitchen
And somebody else
and
raises,
someone else raise my kid.
right?
I knew that like it was, I don't know, a switch went off
Mm.
from someone that never wanted to have kids, never wanted, like, I just figured I'd travel all over the place and work in kitchens. And so once I did, I was like, oh my God, changed my life.
I think that's going to be one of the things, and I don't think this was a part of any reason why you're doing the Wild Kitchen podcast, but I think that's going to be one of the things that people can take away from it is what happens if we stop holding on to society's expectations,
Mm-hmm.
we doff them, and we move in a direction that brings us joy, that brings us passion. And what could that look like?
Yeah.
Because so many people have come up and they said to you and to me, like, I could never do what you do. I'm not brave enough to go all in on whatever it might be. But you know what? The universe unfolds as it should.
Mm-hmm.
Things have a funny way of figuring themselves out.
Yep.
It's like people who say, well, I gotta wait for things to be right to get married. Well, now we gotta wait for things to be right to have kids. It's like that idiocracy one. Well, we gotta wait for everything. Everything's perfect. There's never a perfect time.
No.
You just gotta jump in and do it. And that path that you took, I think, is rather inspiring for other people and for women who are like, I'm being told left and right that I gotta go out to the office and I gotta be boss lady and I've got to, but I really want kids, or I really enjoy gardening. I mean, I like being in the kitchen.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's one of the areas that's going to be really powerful for your podcast.
Yeah, and I think you talk about people being more self-sufficient and all the rest, and I think I just want to learn stuff that people 100 years ago knew how to do, like everybody knew how to do. I don't think that's too big of a jump. But for a lot of people, it is like people are like, oh my God, when are you going to do a class on picking mushrooms? Or when are you going to do a class on this? It's like, and I mean this with the most respect. And I love the fact that people are passionate and want to learn things. But what I want to get into people's head is you don't need a class. Like just put in the effort, like get out there, go for a walk out in the woods and look at mushrooms. Don't pick them, don't eat them, don't do anything like that. But like, just be curious about the world around you. Be open to learning new things every single day. Try to learn something new.
I think people are so used to just that scroll, 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 next dopamine hit. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds neat. I want to learn about mushrooms. You teach me, I'll know one mushroom, I can go out and I can grab it. And then they're on to the next thing. But they're missing the point of the whole thing. It's like Alan Watts says, right? You rush to get top of your class in school, and then you go to university, then you get your good job, and then you retire, and then you look back and you say, for what?
Yep.
What was it all about? And you miss the whole point. The whole thing was a musical, and you're supposed to be dancing and enjoying it and going through it. So mushroom picking, that was the eye-opener in your Hank Shaw episode for me. So I thought drippy hippies go out and they pick up mushrooms, and a bunch of people over there fighting over their own mushroom turf. And I'm like, I want nothing to do with this. Yeah. And we went out looking for porcinis, and I'm like, okay, look how connected I am to the land right now and to the nature. And I can see why mushroom pickers get lost, because they get so into looking at the ground and certain features that they forget to do a reckoning.
And it was a fun day hanging out with Hank and me.
Yeah, Hank's a fun dude. He's a quirky dude, but he's fun.
In like a totally different environment. Like it was memorable and enjoyable, and like we were just in the moment having fun.
Yeah. Should we try the next wing?
Yeah, let's.
What do we got?
Not that one. Yeah.
Hot House, hot sauce. This one has got a completely different scale from it. It says a little hot, medium, pretty hot, and crazy hot. And it's halfway between pretty hot and crazy hot.
Oh, crazy.
It's a blazingly delightful sauce. Features the best the garden has to offer. Oh, you're going to like this. It's got cilantro and dill balanced perfectly with tomatoes. And our unique 5-pepper blend. Okay, let's try it.
Oh, nice. I do like it when they put dill in hot sauce.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big dill.
Are you really? Oh, me too. Thanks.
There you go. Don't be stingy.
Well, it's about as much as I put on.
So you had, and I'm going to talk for a little bit so you can eat.
Yeah.
You had Darina Allen on the podcast, and it was interesting because so she's got this cookbook, and I'm looking at your face right now.
I almost just choked on the chicken. That sounded terrible. Maybe
Proceed.
Edit that out, but it wasn't a hot sauce choking. It was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you were doing one of her recipes, I don't know, 20 years ago, and you're going through and you're like, it doesn't make sense. One of these measurements just doesn't make sense. And I said, well, call her up and find out, like, maybe it's a typo. And like, oh, you can't call her. This is Dorina Allen. This is, and on and you go. And so I called Ireland and spoke with, I think it was Dorina. You swear it was probably somebody working in her kitchen there, but a woman with a heavy Irish accent.
After speaking with her, it was probably her, actually.
I think it was her. And she gives me the information. I give it to you, and you said, "Are you kidding me? You called her up? Like, you couldn't believe that I actually did that."
Yep.
And that's one thing that I've always tended to do, like an easy way for me to be able to solve a problem. Like, let's say my book report in grade 11 on Shoeless Joe by W.P. Kinsella. Suddenly,
7 is hot.
I call up the author, and the author helped me complete my entire book report. Now you're doing that, and you're calling these people up.
Yep.
And you're talking with these people who you thought before, like, are you kidding me? You can't call this person up. What's that like? And I get to eat my piece.
I think your strategy of eating or watching me eat while you talk is good, because then I have to talk after eating it. And then you have a bit of a break. Oh, that was hotter.
Anything.
You know what? It was, I think,
Here it comes.
yeah, I think luckily I admire Dorina Allen so much that the excitement of talking to her like totally overshadowed any sort of intimidation I would have felt in talking to someone that I admire so much. So my excitement just like kicked me into overdrive. Plus, like, sometimes I just like miss the boat on being self-aware on things.
Tell me more.
Like I should be nervous or intimidated, and I just barrel through with like, I don't know. I don't know why I do it, but I think like one of my happiest realizations since launching the podcast has been how many people are like, "Holy shit, Dorina Allen's awesome! How have I never heard of her before?" She's so amazing. She's such a she's done so many things. I don't understand how I haven't. I don't have any of her books, or I haven't heard of her before. So being able within my very small circle to like introduce her to them has been like just awesome.
This takes a moment to kick up, doesn't it?
Your eyes doing funny things. I can tell.
Is there like lizard eye thing going on?
A little bit. It's like.
You have some questions on your paper there too, don't you?
Yeah, but yours have been better.
Yeah, what about conspiracy?
Terrible. Oh yeah. Okay, I was totally related. So I know you as a bit of a conspiracy theorist buff. Like you
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, got my tinfoil hat here. Yes, go on.
Yeah.
Do I need to wear this? I've never had
know.
the opportunity to wear, but let's see where we go here.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, so for those out there that don't know that you're a conspiracy buff, or just like maybe just update us. Like, where is Travis at these days on his conspiracy that like has turned out in your mind anyway to not be a conspiracy?
Well, there's tons of, but I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy theorist. I just ask questions and I look at patterns, right? And sometimes the best predictor of future performance is past performance. So when people are looking at, oh, it's a complete conspiracy that some virus was made in a lab. Excuse me. Yeah, it's got the hot sauce, gets the phlegm going in the back of your throat.
That's gross.
Well, that didn't turn out to be a conspiracy after all. But if you want to lean into the conspiracy side, I would say The Matrix.
Oh,
that'd be one of them.
Yeah, we're all plugged in somewhere.
I don't know so much if it were all plugged in somewhere. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm just thirsty. It's not that it's so hot.
You have water right there, and you're.
I know, but I don't feel like drinking water. I feel like drinking. You know how much I love drinking dairy.
Got it. So it's bugging you.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be scared.
I'm just jonesing for some chocolate milk.
Gotcha. I think how we perceive reality is what the matrix is, because your reality is going to be completely different from mine. The people listening to this podcast right now are not going to have the same reality of burning their face off with these wings,
Yep.
and they're going to be taking things a little bit differently than we are. Like the Russians will have two distinct words, one for light blue, one for dark blue. So if you ask them and you say, what is that? They'll come up with one word or the other. They can look at something and they have a little bit broader spectrum of verbiage for what they experience around them. Whereas somebody else will say, hey, that says blue. So they've now got a 50% greater experience. If I showed you two different red things and one's a light red and one's a dark red, you're going to say, what color is it? It's red, right?
Yeah.
The more that we delve into language and perception, the more we realize how these our own interpretation on things is so influenced by things that happen outside of us. And if we can realize that our interpretation of what's happening around us is entirely of our own making,
Yep.
then we can control our own matrix.
Gotcha.
And it's a reverse on manifest destiny, right? So instead of saying, oh, I put it out to the universe and then the universe will give it back to me,
Yeah.
well, I'm basically creating my own destiny as I move through, because I presuppose I'm capable. I presuppose I'm competent, and you'll have troubles and failures and setbacks along the way, but you know where you're going, and you'll eventually end up in that place. Or if somebody does something to you, you got the ability to take that as, I'm angry at you, or hey, maybe you're having a bad day and it doesn't even touch me, right? All of that ideology in the matrix. So that would be a very poorly worded way of me talking about one conspiracy. And then the other one, of course, is Bigfoot.
Well, of course.
Right.
Like, yeah. No, 100%.
As a kid, I spent so much time looking for Bigfoot, and I swear I found Bigfoot tracks in the snow.
Was it your own footprints?
No, I had giant snowboard boots on because
Okay.
that was my footwear that I was for everything. Use it for snowboarding, use it for, and the tracks are bigger than my prints. It had angles of like where the leg would be going in, and in all likelihood, maybe it was just snow falling off trees in a regular pattern, and it melted and got bigger. Or who knows what it was? But I spent a long time looking for Bigfoot until I realized he's not a cryptoid or a cryptid. He's an extra-dimensional being.
Oh, okay.
Did you know in Washington? And I say that tongue in cheek, but did you know just across the border they've got a law that says you're not allowed to hunt Bigfoot?
I did.
You know that.
I do. Because
how did you know this?
Well, because I happen to be married to someone that's like really into Bigfoot lore.
And I think the whole reason is because the lore and mythology about Bigfoot is so big in the Pacific Northwest that they didn't want people accidentally shooting at somebody in a Bigfoot costume.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they passed that law. It's actually on paper. Okay, should we try the next wing?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is the bomb. I remember last time we got to the bomb, I was on fire.
Yeah.
And this was like, not that bad. Now this is hot and we feel it, but I'm not terrible. You?
No, I'm not terrible. And in all honesty, I genuinely did feel like drinking chocolate milk.
Yeah. Oh, this is
And I
coming out
regret.
thick.
I know it is. That one and the last one are so thick, it's gross. I am not going to drink more chocolate milk because it just made all the spice come back after it wasn't buttery.
Excellent. Okay, well, dab it up there.
You can just see how Chris did it. It already is online.
Yeah. No half measures.
No half measures. It's like that. I think that's enough. How much did you put on?
Lots.
I feel like that's lots.
Sure. You got some on the other wing there. That's cheating.
Oh, crap.
Well, it's all going to get added together.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh. You know what? Mind over matter,
You got it.
right?
You don't mind, so it don't matter.
Exactly. It's hot.
You're feeling this one, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that jaw, you could hear clicking from a mile away.
I don't know. Physio's making it better too.
All right, so the Wild Kitchen podcast, where do you see that going in the next 10, 5, 10, 15 years? What's your goal with it?
It's really challenging to speak right now. Honestly, I just wanted to get to 8 episodes. And I realized when I think at 1, that getting to 8 wasn't going to be hard because I really, really enjoyed it. And as long as it continues to be fun, I'll just keep finding new interesting things to learn about, people to talk to, and oh lordy, that's fun. And to back up a bit, like on our recent trip down to Portland, you and I came to a bit of a realization. Is it okay if I say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go nuts. Yeah,
Well, were you going to say it?
I can preface it for you. And I've always had a difficult time when people ask me what I do for work.
Yeah.
Man, I'm feeling this one, eh?
Yeah, it's starting to dissipate a little bit now.
Okay. What do you do for work? Well, we do gunsmithing. We work with the government, we're a court expert on different matters, and a training company. We've got a podcast, and on it goes. And people are like, well, like, what is that? And like, what do you do? And they dig deeper and deeper. And I thought, you know what? I do all those things, but the whole goal behind that, we came up on this trip, was
we want to do, or what we do is we do cool shit with cool people.
Well, that's it, right?
That's the goal.
And that's life.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go through life and you want to be able to do cool shit.
Yep.
Enjoy yourself. Look back and say, I pushed myself. I had a great time. And I want to do it with cool people.
Yep.
Hold on.
No, I'm sorry.
What is this?
There's no weakness. No shame in having just a
Pepto-Bismol?
little
Are you
sip of
kidding me?
Pepto.
I think that's a mistake.
Mm-mm.
Whew.
I'm thinking down the road. I'm thinking 10, 15 years down the road.
My face is sweating.
Yeah.
It's all red. I can see it in the mirror. I can see it in the monitor here.
Yeah.
Did that help?
No.
Good, because I don't want any.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay. We're getting a little older.
We have 2 more to go.
I know, but I remember the last time. Oh God, I want some water so bad, but I know it's not going to be a good idea. Pepto-Bismol didn't help. As we're getting older, as someone that made a few mistakes in your life,
I don't know what you're talking about.
what advice would you give your younger self?
Is this your question or is this an AI question?
No, it's one that I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to fail and to view those failures as stepping stones to success. That each and every failure that you're making is pushing you towards something. And that you can reframe those failures in a way to affect you and those around you positively, as opposed to, I'm no good. I'm stupid. I'm not good at school. I messed up again. I can't believe it. I was trying to do good. I thought this would be fun. I thought this would be a good idea. And I guess I'm just the troublemaker. And the opposite is true. I mean, intent has to play into that. Why are you doing these things? Well, for me, I had no idea I was doing these things. I had no idea what I was going to be doing later that day, let alone the end of the week or the next year. I just did things in the moment.
Yeah.
I remember as a youth, I was playing around with pyrotechnics and blew up a mailbox and one of those government red ones. And I remember the police asking me about that and saying, like, well, what about all the mail that's inside there and all the people that are now not going to get their mail? And I said, well, to be honest with you, officer, that never crossed my mind that there'd be mail in there. And he said, excuse me, in a mailbox, you didn't think there'd be mail? I went, no, I didn't, right? And it was just the stupid decisions you make in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there's a reason why you're making them and what you can learn from them. And I think that mind shift propelled me a lot further forward, that you're not broken, you're not bad, you're just learning how to deal with things properly in a society where you weren't properly taught and
Yeah.
you had wrong inputs and modeling.
Yeah, and I think it sort of ties into your whole matrix conversation about, you know, you're just not using what's happened in the past to frame your future,
Yeah.
and not as well let inputs from other people's perspectives and thoughts and opinions on you and how they see you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, one of the things that comes out of all of that too, the more you push forward, you're going to find people, you're going to find haters.
Yep.
The more you put yourself out there, there's going to be people who have opinions and their opinions are contrary and they're welcome to the opinion and they can have that opinion and they might try and rally other people up and to support their side or whatever it might be. But that's them.
Yep.
And if you're not pushing, no one's paying attention. If you don't have haters, what are you really doing with your life? And that hate never comes from above.
No.
It always comes from below.
In the initially that hate used to really, at least for me, I knew it really used to bug me a lot. And I did take it really personally. And I think I probably still take it personally, but not in a bad way. It's like fuel. Like it's like we're doing something right. If someone like if you were like, "Hey, I have a problem with what you're doing," that's different. But
Sure.
someone who's not my friend, who has no connection to me, no power over me, like knowing that what I'm doing is upsetting them, I'm like, damn, I must be doing something right. Right. I must be pushing.
It's like that saying, like you wouldn't accept advice from somebody who hasn't walked the path that you're hoping to walk,
Yeah.
right? Well, in the same breath, why would you accept the hate from someone
Mm-hmm.
who hasn't walked that path that you're
100%.
hoping to walk?
Yeah. I love it. Now I just like bring it on.
So, what do we have next?
It's
Queen Majesty
oh,
Sicilian Scorpion Hot Sauce. How do your lips feel? Can you still feel them?
yeah, I can.
Okay. So
No, I'm good.
my sides and my top of my lips,
Yeah.
they feel like they're swollen. My tongue's
Yeah, I have a
calming
little bit of
down.
that.
Yeah, I put a lot on.
It's a little spicy.
It's a little bit spicy, she
I mean,
says.
this sauce, it sounds like it's really like nice. It's like clean and majesty, and then it's like scorpion death.
She drank Pepto-Bismol. Says, oh, it doesn't help at all. I think you're trying to save the Pepto-Bismol for yourself.
We have
All
another
right.
bottle at home.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. In for a penny, right?
Yeah.
Right, let's hold it up. Do we see this on the camera? Probably not. Depth of field. Go ahead. Dip yours up.
That's at least as much, if not twice as much as you did.
Yeah.
For everyone that can't
I'd say
see
that's
it,
a quarter.
no, if anyone can't see it, it's like 4 times as much as you did.
It's a quarter. Tap, tap, tap. Go ahead. Let's do this. Why are you tapping it?
I'm making it go all the way around so that one bite isn't like the worst bite.
Yeah, make it the worst bite. I feel it in my belly.
I do too.
This isn't good. Okay.
It's gonna be super bowel Sunday.
Oh, Jesus. I remember having a hot wing eating contest, O'Hara's in Richmond, and they would have these suicide wings. And we'd go down there, and they're dirt cheap, eat as many hot wings as we can, absolutely melt our face off. And I remember this one guy, he's like, oh, I can eat more wings, I can eat more wings. And he did. And we had pictures of him in the back parking lot afterwards, retching it all up. And then we submitted that picture to Maxim magazine, because at the end of their magazine, they would have this little picture that people could caption. And they never did run with it. But yeah, that was, I think, the first time I saw somebody vomit off of eating spicy food. I wonder if there'll be a second time.
That's not the goal. I can't imagine how horrifying it would be to come up.
So it doesn't sound like it's affecting you.
No, the bomb's way worse. I mean, it's now creeping up on me. Yeah, no, it comes in later.
Do you think maybe it's because you melted everything already?
Yeah. Yeah, it's oh my God.
So tell me about some positive influences you had in your youth.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the same path I go. This road is well rutted. My grandparents, um, they were just like, and across the board. I never met all of my grandparents, but the ones that I did meet have massively impacted me in a positive way. Just like, and I hope it'll translate when we're grandparents. But like, just the love that a grandparent gives their grandchild is special. But I was lucky enough to have some really amazing grandparents. Like my mom's parents were just
Okay,
cool.
why don't we just ask what they did?
Okay. Uh my
I can tell that the hot sauce is affecting you because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
barely keeping a coherent sentence together. So
My
what did they do that was so cool?
okay, so my grandma, she was a homemaker. Woke up at like 5 at least. I don't know, not really. Every morning baked bread,
Hmm.
would had the most amazing garden. So I learned from her gardening and baking and picking mushrooms and my grandpa digging clams, like I said, and like it was just
So they
yeah,
made food,
yeah.
and that was it.
No, they
I think it was how they made the food and why they made the food.
yeah, thank you. Um, there was so much love in it. It really was. Like it's very oh my God.
Are we going to make it to the end?
Yeah, we will.
Woo!
This one is like
Do people ever give up on that hot wing show?
yeah,
Really?
I think like DJ Khaled made it to Wing 3. Um, this one's
Woo!
like airborne.
Look at the. I don't know if the cameras will pick it up, but my face is glistening.
Yeah, it is.
Whew.
Um, yeah, and I apologize to the listeners if this conversation is derailed pretty badly at this point, but
If we start hallucinating like Homer did,
oh my God.
it's a talking coyote.
My grandparents from Nova Scotia showed me how you can show your love through food. Uh, like every day, their actions. It was just like it's how I wanted to live. Now I look back and I'm like, I want to live how my grandparents lived. I want to have a big acreage and have a garden and go fishing and just like be outside and eat soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, did you have any more questions for me? Because we have one last question, one
Well,
last wing that we can save for the last wing.
no, I don't.
Okay.
Not one that I want to say. It's not interesting.
Is it AI?
No, it's just I don't find it interesting at this point. So
Yeah. Can you read the last one for me?
yeah, it's hot ones. The last dab experience over 91% pepper X hot sauce. So I guess it's pepper they call pepper X, which is supposed to be terrible.
Okay. Dab it up.
Oh yeah, I feel like maybe we just wait a minute. Oh, heat level 11 out of 10.
Oh, nice. Turn it up to 11.
Make sure your eyes are gonna explode. Oh,
Right now, the audience is just getting heavy breathing.
no, I know. Oh, God damn it.
Is it hot wings or is it adult entertainment?
This is like ASMR. It's like,
Oh, I hate that stuff.
I do too, with like the clicking. I don't have any nails. Nails are filthy. It's just the most disgusting thing.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
moving into the future. Go ahead, take your wing.
I feel for the listener's sake. Maybe I'll just wait.
Okay.
I'll eat it. Hold on. Oh my God.
You can do this.
Yep. Of course I can.
Moving into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself? Whoa. It's still coming back on me.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time?
Mm. Like, honestly, you know those memes with like the old lady with all the chickens? And like baby goats
Yeah.
in her garden, drinking a coffee, like fishing, hunting with like birds like hanging, building a fire, chopping wood. That sounds pretty sweet to me. Um, Having pickles, making soup.
There's a lot of pickles in your future.
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, there will be a lot of pickles in our future.
Hmm.
Yeah, lots of animals around.
So you do a lot of really cool work with food, fermenting,
Mm-hmm.
dry aging, smoking,
Yeah.
curing, different curing cabinets, like a lot of stuff that's looked at as sort of like traditional old time preservation methods,
Mm-hmm.
developing good molds on cheeses and meats. What's one area that you haven't worked at and looked at that intrigues you that you might want to?
Definitely not hot sauce. I don't want to explore hot sauces for a while. Um,
Do you want to make your own?
I have,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
You made like regional hot sauces, like South, Western, North Carolina,
yeah, I do.
Alpine area.
I like to be authentic. Oh my God, I'm really sorry for everyone that has to watch this. Uh, yeah, what do I want to get into?
Or if it'd be easier, what's something that the listener could get into? What's something that would be a first step that would be beneficial for people who want to do a similar style of cooking that you do?
um, well, I touched my nose and now my nose is on fire. Um,
I'm
I
crying.
it's hard. You have to. I think you have to be guided by what you're interested in. I mean, there's for people that don't like pickles, like I wouldn't say go down the rabbit hole of fermentation. However, I will say if you think you don't like Bix pickles, try doing lacto fermented pickles because you might decide you do like pickles because it's a very different beast. Or if you don't like sauerkraut in the store, do try making your own because you might actually like it. Um, I don't know. Like we've done the beer route, we've done wine, we've done like kombucha and kefir and fermented drinks, and I don't know. Maybe like going down the path of more complicated sausages. Talking with Elias last week and
Yeah, that was cool.
mortadella and things like that, like emulsified sausages and getting a little bit more confidence and bigger projects like that, like going down the um what might be cool is like handling a pig the way they used to like 100
Mm.
years ago where it's like we're slaughtering a pig and we're butchering it and we're going to make sausages and we're going to take the blood and we're going to do like everything from start to finish, get a group of people to come in and like have a bunch of friends in instead of doing a pig roast, have a bunch of friends come in and like everyone's processing the pig and everyone's going to take some to go home with.
It's kind of like Filipino culture,
Yeah, well, like, yeah,
or a lot of
like
cultures.
a lot of cultures, like a long time ago that we all kind of forgot and don't do anymore.
I just remember the time I got a phone call from a fellow years and years ago. Oh, hey, I want to take the firearm safety course. Okay, yeah, no, you're in luck. We got one happening this weekend. Excellent, because I need a gun for the next weekend. Well, it doesn't happen that fast. We're in Canada, mandatory minimum 28-day waiting period, and all the rest. And okay, hangs up, calls back. I got it figured out. I'm going to take the course. I'll take a number of my friends with me. They'll take the course. So we'll fill up a whole class. You'll see what I'm all about. You'll see that I hang out with cool people. I'm a good guy. And so when I finish a course, he just loaned me one of your guns. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? He says, well, my brother's coming in town. I'm like, okay, this is not shaping up
Oh
good.
my God.
He says, we got this little farm that we started up, and we're getting these animals from the auction house, and we've always got goats and we can take care of them ourselves, but we got cows now, right? And okay, sure. Well, can you come and can you shoot the cows for us? I'd never shot a cow before, but I had an idea. Like I had a skull up at the cabin and it had a little 22 bullet hole in it. And I kind of knew where to shoot. And so, anyways, I show up at this guy's place. in a bit more of a built-up area than I was expecting. And I had a 22 rifle, and I figured I would use the rifle on the cow's head. It was lawful to discharge. It was lawful to do all the rest. But these cows, like the cows most people see, they got their horns have been cut off, and they put lye on it, and it
Yeah.
burns them, and so they're easier to handle. They're not going to hurt you. These cows had horns. I show up with a rifle. I'm in the parking lot. 50 Filipino guys running around. I'm 6'6", 250 pounds. Everyone's running around. They already slaughtered a goat and they'd cooking it up. I thought they were burning the hair off, but they had a big tiger torch, a roofing torch, and they're cooking it right there. And this poor black, crusty, crepitous goats on the ground. I said, well, I thought we'd have like ropes or something and we could just walk up. Nah, these cows are running after them and they're throwing their head around. So anyways, asked me to put down the cows. I figured out where to shoot because a skull is very different from a live animal's skull and trying to put the bullet placement. But eventually we got both of them down. The second one went down immediately, but they'd come over and they'd immediately bleed it out. But and they catch all of that blood inside a big metal bowl. And they said, well, we boil it up in a little curdle and then we eat it and it's like chocolate. You want some? And then they use every little part of the animal. And
It's not like it looks like chocolate pudding, maybe, but I wouldn't call it chocolate.
Oh, that's what they said. They said it's like chocolate. You want some? I said no. And in hindsight, I probably should have said yes. I wouldn't mind, right?
Yeah.
Just for the adventure of it, to see what it's about.
You love blood pudding.
I do love blood pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something people might not know about you. Your love for blood pudding.
I do love it. I do. It's the Scottish in me, I think.
I think so. Is there anything we should be talking about before we wrap up here? Because I can feel the hot sauce affecting my brain.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm in a bit of a zombie-like state right now. I don't know. Give the Wild Kitchen podcast a listen. Let me know what you think. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say at
Well,
this
you're running
point.
some promotions for it too. So
Oh,
season
yeah.
1, these people are authors. And
Mm.
so if people want to follow along on social media,
Mm.
they have a chance to win the author's book.
Yep.
And all they got to do is Spotify, you can do a star rating and you can rate the podcast,
Yep.
preferably 5 stars. But hey, we're not saying what you got to rate it.
Yep.
Apple, you can do a star rating and a review.
Yep.
And each one of those things will enter somebody in for a chance to win. And they can just take a screenshot and send it on in to podcast@silvercore.ca.
Yep. Or they can DM the Instagram account if they want to. That's easy.
Yeah. And it's all part of just getting the knowledge and the cookbooks in other people's hands, spreading the word of what you enjoy and what the authors are putting out there. And, I think it's a pretty fun endeavor. And I'm really, really excited to see where it takes us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully Ireland. Or, I don't know.
Well, I think
I'd love to travel with it. I think it'd be fun.
I think there's a couple things coming up, but
Yeah.
I don't like to put the cart before the horse. So people will have to follow along and watch.
Yep. Definitely.
Thanks so much, Tiff.
Yeah. Thank you.